morning. Welcome to day 40 of the Index Card a Day Challenge. Yesterday I wrote 38 and I said 38, but it was really 39. I corrected it in the video, but you may have seen me write 38. But I lose track. I wrote it down and I still did it wrong. So this is yesterday's card and it's going in the stack. And we have this card to work on today. So today I have a few things pulled out that I want to play with. One is some scraps from previous cards. The other thing is some rub-ons that I pulled out of my drawer. I just wanted a few different things today. And then I have a stack of little inspirational sayings I might use, I don't know. And it's by Joanne Essentials. Then I pulled out some things from my box that I keep odd and end things in. And so what I pulled out was a ticket book from Tim Holtz, which has tickets in it, and this flower, and these two pieces here. I don't know where they came from. I have washi tape off to the side if I want it. My watercolors are still around so if I want to use those. So I'm going to decide on a background. I'm going to kind of play around with it in my head. Okay, I pulled out a few things, so I'm going to glue it down, and this is the main piece underneath all these scraps. And I don't really care if you know what it is or see anything on it. I just want a little bit peeking out. So I'm going to glue that down in the center first, and then I'm going to glue the scraps around it and build from there. I'm going to use some of these rub-ons now, and all I did was cut out a section that I wanted to use. I want to use this girl right here, and I want to use the saying out of that little stack, go make marks on the world. She just looks mischievous, she looks hopeful, she looks like she's ready to go make marks on the world. So I want to use that. I want to use this ticket hope. I'd like to use the flower or part of it, but I can't test this picture because it's sticky. So because it's sticky, I'm going to peel it off and stick it on a piece of paper because I don't know where I want it. And then I'll cut out the picture, and then I can test it on things, and then I'll just glue it down where I want it. Unless the sticky peels up. It might peel up, and then I'll just peel it off and put it down. But right now, just for testing purposes, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to put a little watercolor on my card, and I kind of want some Payne's Gray. Changed my mind on the Payne's Gray. I'm going to use this color here, this one right there, and possibly the brown. I'm still letting this dry a little bit, but I'm also trying to decide how I want to put these little pieces on. Something's just not right, so I was looking around and I saw this card. This was one of the ones I considered a flub off to the side, and I think maybe we'll use that circle. I don't know. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to see if I like it on there. If not, we'll save it for something else. I'm going to try cutting this one out and this one out. I might decide to use those instead. I decided no on the color, but I did decide I want to put the flower down, and I turned the card to a portrait position. I'm going to use Golden Fluid Matte Medium to glue this down. This is getting glued down on watercolor, so some of the watercolor is reactivating and getting on the flower, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I like the look of it. All right, I'm going to dry this and then I'll be back and put stuff in position. I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach my little saying. I'm going to do the same with her. I'm going to attach her to this paper. I have this washi tape and I'm going to use that for taping her down. This is like a old looking cellophane tape, and this came from Wow Studio. Maybe I should put that right there. I'm taking out the staple from the top of this picture, and I'm going to put it right back where I had it, and then I'm going to staple on top of the tape and the picture because I like that better. And then glue it back down. And this one here, I'm not going to redo that one. I'm going to leave it alone. And I might have to glue that a little bit since I've done a little bit of playing with it. In fact, I think I will. I might want to move this one. I think I'm going to put it at an angle there. Like it's an old picture someone's trying to keep in the book. They keep putting tape on it. So I'm going to do that. Okay, is there anything else? Let's check it out and see. I want to use this little scrap of blue. I'm just going to tuck it down behind the ticket. I'm going to distress my card a little bit with Distress Ink Walnut Stain. I'm going to take my Stabilo All pencil and put a little doodle around the hope and maybe a little bit up here. I'm just kind of in the mood for a little grunge today. I want a little bit of this pencil right here, and I want to see if I can get it to run under this. Okay, mission accomplished. Let me dry it now. I want some splatters on here now just to finish up that grungy look. I pulled out black. I think I don't want black. I already got this. So I pulled out brown, but I don't know if my brown is good enough because it's kind of gunky. I'm gonna try it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? I just have to make a new card, right? I mixed it up quite a bit, but let's just see. I was gonna do Payne's Gray, but then I changed my mind on that too. Oh, that's just perfect. More. Let's say that's done. I'm gonna dry it now and we'll see how it looks after it's dry. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do. It still has to dry a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. And thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great whatever it is. This was a lot of fun. A little different than what I usually do, but it was nice for a change. All right, I'll see you again soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.